There are those working in the field of English education who believe that the use of idioms and figurative speech is unnecessary within the teaching curriculum. Some believe that the literal sense is more important than the figurative one. Perhaps they see the extra teaching required as a burden, or perhaps they simply view it as a waste of time generally. Needless to say, I happen to disagree with this notion. In everyday usage, you will find that idioms are used more often than you may imagine. They are used in a way that adds meaning and even a little colour to a conversation. I would agree that using figures of speech in formal writing could be viewed as lazy or even disrespectful. But in common everyday speech, there will always be a place for the occasional idiom. Colloquial phrases and expressions give a sense of community and a feeling of bonding amongst people. Of course, just like anything in life, there will be changes. Some expressions will fade away, only to be replaced by new ones. The creation of slang terms and expressions is as popular today with the younger generation than ever. New phrases come along so as to reinforce the line between what was and what will be. It serves as a gentle reminder to us older folk to move aside and make way for the new generation. Everything changes. Even the way we speak and the words used to express what we want to say. So why do academics despise the use of idioms so much? It would be easy to say that this is just snobbery, although for some of the time this may be true. I think there has always been a tradition in education to keep things regimental and stiff. This is often true, especially as you move up the education ladder. There will always be a sense of entitlement amongst those in higher education, be it amongst those learning and especially those teaching. Fortunately for me, I never came into contact with that type of elitist thinking. Of course, there is nothing wrong with teaching in the literal sense. However, it is important not to leave out the informal use of English or any language for the sake of adhering to a stiff and many would say old-fashioned way of speaking. So don't be afraid to use those metaphors and figurative phrases. I, for one, will continue teaching them. In fact, I will carry on doing it until the cows come home.